frontliners, but oh my gosh, it's worse. It will mean a lot to our frontliners. Now you're looking for a job here in the United States. Online application, and that's applying for a job here is actually a full-time job. Yeah, she's crying because Kenny's in the tub, so it's alright. Say hi to them. Hi. There. She's so grumpy. Hi. Hello. Say hi to them. Okay. Bye. Bye, Zora. Kenny's in the bathroom right now taking his bath, and she wants to go inside the bathroom as well. She normally does that whenever we're in the bathroom. She wants to, for some reason, wants to drink the bath water. Yeah, she's acting as if we are not giving her enough water, but she actually has her own bowl of water downstairs. But anyway, so yeah, as I was saying, I hope that y'all are safe, and although it's kind of difficult to say that given the fact that we have this ongoing situation, but yeah, if you are told to stay at home and if you don't have anything to do outside, just stay at home. It will mean a lot to our frontliners. Anyway guys, I made this video to let you all know what are the things that you need to do after you pass the NCLEX. Before anything else, I would like to congratulate you because you have made this far. Now you're looking for a job here in the United States after passing the NCLEX. So what to do next after you pass the test? So basically, you already have an idea where you want to work, or workplaces that are near to your place that you would like to pursue, and you also have the idea of what department you would want to work in. And the first thing that you need to do, of course, is to search for their company's site and look for their job vacancies. In my case, I would like to work in the emergency department, and so I'm looking for the job vacancies for nurses in the emergency room. However, you don't want to limit yourself in just one department. So you would also want to, try to expand your limitation. And so I tried to apply in those job vacancies that I will also qualify. So yeah, mostly here in the United States, application is online or is done online. Now, after you go to the company's website and check for their job vacancies, you will find the qualifications that they are looking for. The most common qualification that they're looking for is that you need to have BLS, ACLS, PALS certification, and they are requiring certificate from American Heart Association. So next thing to do is to enroll for the BLS, ACLS, PALS class. Here in the United States, they require a pre-course assessment for ACLS and PALS, and you can take those pre-course assessment on the American Heart Association website. The test has 3 parts. First is the rhythm identification, then pharmacology, and practical question, which is situational questions. Those questions are all multiple choice, and you have to pass at least 70%, and then they will provide you a certificate to be shown to the agency where you're going to have your training. Most of the training centers here in the United States, or at least the ones that I saw, they are requiring the manual or the handbook. So They are going to provide you a copy if you would like. I think it's $15 for the ebook or the PDF. Just like when I studied for my NCLEX, I would want to have an actual book that I can use. Pandagdag din sa library, char. But yeah, so we got this 3 books. We have the BLS, ACLS, and PALS. So this 3 books is in a bundle that we got on Amazon, and I think it was $115. So each book, they include this like pocket notes that you can use as well during your training. We decided to get those books and then proceed to scheduling my training so that I will still have enough time to read and do the pre-course assessment. So during the time that I was waiting for my training, I was feeling really anxious. Of course, it's been a long time since I had the training, and I've been, like not practicing for 2 years. So I feel like I'm, missing something since it's my very first class here in the United States. I was afraid that I won't be able to catch up and the class will be too difficult for me and things like that. So I was really anxious, but Kenny was telling me, don't worry, because it's a class, you don't need to worry about it. And he was right. So when we had the training, I had the training last March 25, and I was actually imagining that it's gonna be the same as the one that I had in the Philippines, to where we had, I guess, more than 10 people during the training. But no, we were just 4 people, and I think that they are actually limiting the number of trainees since we have this ongoing situation. After the lecture, you have to do the return demonstration. So they call it mega code. We didn't really go around the classroom. So what we did was like a recitation. So the first 2 trainees were there. They were given a situation. The first person has to read the rhythm and give orders, and then the second person was the one in charge of the meds. Let's say we have asystole, for example. The first person have to enumerate the things that you need to do to a patient with asystole. So like CPR, give epinephrine, and how many milligrams of epi, and then the person in charge for the meds will say, preparing for epi 1 milligram epi given, things like that. It was very quick. We have the lecture, then we have the mega code, then we also had the written exam, and the ACLS exam was 50 items, and BLS exam was 25 items, I guess. Yeah, when I was scheduling for my ACLS training, there's also an option there if you need a BLS, so that you will just need to check it. I don't know if it's the same for the rest of other training centers, but I did my training at RC Health Service. They were pretty good, and it was just quick, and I wasn't really expecting that, but we are trying to limit the time that we are outside. That's why they're doing that. Now for the BLS part, our trainer asked us to go to a room to where it will be just him and me, and there was an adult mannequin and an infant mannequin, and he gave me a situation and asked me what to do. He wanted to see how I will do my CPR and how will I place the pads for the AED, and the normal algorithm. So he wanted to see if I will be doing each part of that. So the training started, or the class started at 9 a.m. and I was home by 2 p.m. So that was really quick. The certificate, they just sent it online that you just need to print out. So yon. Now after you do your training, you will need to update your resume or your curriculum vitae. You can put your card number and your issuing organization, which is the American Heart Association. So there you go. So after that, since you are already done with your training and you have already updated your CV or your resume, you are now ready to move on to the online application. So like I said, here in the United States, what they mostly do is online application, and you will find lots and lots and lots of jobs for nurses. You will actually spend almost 1 day or 2 days or 3 days sending applications. Yes, that is very true. It's like my husband told me that applying for a job here is actually a full-time job, because it's like it's taking more than 8 hours to look for jobs online that you will actually qualify and send them application forms. So just make sure that you have everything or all the documents that you will be needing, such as your BLS, ACLS certificate, because you will be needing to fill out forms that are requiring the information in your BLS, ACLS certificate, also your Texas license, so things like that. And I guess that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a big thumbs up. It will really mean a lot to me, and I hope to see you guys next time. Bye y'all.